America has a huge gambling problem. Let's dive into the video, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you guys watching and subscribing. Let's go. Sports betting has been legalized in over 30 states since 2018, and it's now more easier than ever to be able to place a bet online through different types of apps. And it's becoming a real problem in this country where 2 to 3% of the population are gambling addicts. That's around 6 to 9 million people in the United States, and that's honestly mind blowing to hear and actually say it. So obviously we have this huge problem. How are we gonna tackle it? There has to be some kind of programs out there for people, for gambling addicts to join. And obviously I know it's not easy. Gambling addicts, just like with any addiction, it's hard to get out of. It's hard to take that step forward and actually make the change that you need. Some might take that step, but take 2 steps back. And obviously that's hard to deal with. So there's ways out there to combat that addiction feeling that people have with gambling. I am not a gambler. I will never be. And, I don't know how it feels to have that rush of when you place a bet and when you win, or if you lose. I'm sure it's a rush that the addicts always want to feel over and over again. But that's exactly what, addicts need to stop. They need to combat that feeling and get out of that cycle that they may be in. So yeah, let's keep diving into this. Sports betting alone is exploding, fueled by post-2018 legalization in 30 states. U.S. gambling revenue has exploded to $60 billion annually, and honestly, it's probably because of sports betting. A big part of it is probably because of sports betting. Recently, what's been in the media is Detroit Pistons basketball player Malik Beasley has been accused of placing prop bets on NBA games that he's participated in, and it's not looking too good. Obviously, he's still innocent until proven guilty, and I hope he will be innocent at the end of this, because obviously we want him to play out there and do well for the team, because Pistons, they're my team. But anyways, it's much deeper than this. United States, obviously, like I said, has hit a revenue high of $60 billion annually in gambling, which is insane. This is why this country is so degenerate and it's falling. The West is becoming a dump, and it doesn't look like it's gonna get any better. I hope it does, but it really doesn't look like it's gonna get any better. It scares me for future generations of children that are growing up. They see either their friends or their, God forbid, their parents or their relatives betting, and then they eventually get into it as they get older. So it's a big problem. Gambling often preys on financial desperation, so it usually targets poor areas, and then obviously younger children and teenagers are at a higher risk of gambling because it's on their phones and it's so easily accessible. So you could just go on your phone, place a bet, and there you go. You are a gambler. You are gambling. You are participating in a bet, and from there the cycle starts, and it's hard to get out of that cycle. There are many social costs to gambling, which is family breakdown, bankruptcy, job loss, and much more. Even, I hate to say it, but even unaliving yourself, which is a terrible thing to even think about. But it gets that bad. I've seen a lot of content on YouTube where people talk about their gambling addiction struggles, or former gambling addicts, where they've talked about their struggles, and it's really crazy to think how one can get so addicted to gambling. And I've heard people placing bets while they're driving, people walking their kids to school, or walking their kids home from school and placing bets on toilets. Like, what is that, guys? Like, use the bathroom in peace, will you? But yeah, that's how deep and how easily you can get addicted to gambling. You don't have to go to casinos anymore. You don't have to, I don't know, go to the liquor store, or however you guys may call it. It's easier to just get on that phone, place a bet, and boom, you're in there, right? And there has to be a way to prevent these kinds of things from happening, especially to our younger people in America. So states may benefit from the gambling tax revenue, but it's often outweighed by the costs to public health, the criminal justice system, and the welfare system. You know, I really urge people to not throw their lives away or even think of that by trying to gamble, by becoming gambling addicts. It is not worth it. Don't do it. It is a total sickness. I'm telling you, it's a sickness that you don't want to be a part of. Tell yourself right now, it is not for me, and I will stop. Like, it's that simple. Obviously, it's not that easy, but you have to keep telling yourself that it's not good for yourself and you need to stop. Like, you need to get some help. Look online for help. Call a friend, tell your friend about it. Tell your friend you need help, tell someone you need help, and they will get you help. They will get you that help that you need. So for Americans, for anyone that's watching, stay away from gambling, stay away from sports betting, stay away from any type of betting, any type of bets. Obviously I have been to casinos, but have I placed a bet? Have I placed any type of bet? No, and I never will. The amount of people I see in casinos is insane. In real life, it's crazy. Like, casinos don't have any windows in them, so obviously they're designed for you to stay there all day, all night, and just place bets, gamble, and that's how these casinos make their money. That's how they make the revenue. And I get it, America is the land of the free, but there's so much cons to that, and it's people's choice at the end of the day. But you have to make smart, rational decisions. You can't just throw your life away for let's say you place a $5 bet, and on that $5 bet you might win $7. It's not worth it. It becomes a cycle, and it's hard to get out of. So that's why I urge people to not even start. Don't even think about it. If you're gonna watch sports, do it for the love of the sport. Do it for the love of the sport. Don't place a bet. Is this guy gonna get over under in whatever sport it is? Is he gonna make that goal? Whatever it is, he's gonna get that catch or whatever. Just like, stay away from it. That's my clear, outright message for everyone watching. Stay away from gambling. All right. We need a better society in this world, in this country, and obviously in this world, but more so specifically for this country. For my fellow Americans that are watching this video, we need to create a better world for the younger generation, for ourselves, and be a better example to the rest of the world, because right now we aren't looking so good, people. We are not looking so good. Let me tell you that. But yeah, anyways, guys, I hope you like this video, and please hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy this video. Yeah, this came to mind and I really wanted to share it. So yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.